You are what you eat. The foods you may be eating can be putting your life in danger. Maybe not currently, but in the long run, it will all go downhill from here. Stay tuned to learn more. This news report will be talking about the benefits of eating healthy foods and exercising, and how it helps prevent cardiovascular diseases. Hello, my name is Paige Santiago, and I'm doing a report on cardiovascular fitness and how eating healthy foods and exercising prevents cardiovascular diseases.
Fabulous.
Yes. Your name is, this is Lori Delzell. She's a 45-year-old female.
I'm 44. My birthday's in a month.
My mom was 46.
Oh, I will be 46 in a month. I am only 45.
Anyway,
cardiovascular ruins the brain, and you have brain cells that die off. Don't remember things.
So my first question is, how much background knowledge do you have about the cardiovascular system?
Probably more than the average bear.
So you know how like the heart is one of the strongest muscles in the body. And all the parts of the heart and what each part of your heart does. And how about 5 liters of blood is pumped through your veins every time your heart beats. Yes. What does the public need to know about cardiovascular disease prevention?
What does the public need to know? They need to know I don't know. What am I supposed to say here? I guess they need to know how diet and exercise does affect what you eat. Drugs, alcohol, how it affects your heart. Smoking, how it affects your heart, your cardiovascular. The hardening of the arteries, the fats that build up into it, the sluggishness of a heart. You know, if you're tired, the best thing to do is not take a nap, but it's to go out and get your heart rate up, to get the blood flowing, and to get good oxygen in your system.
Oh, man, you know a lot. I am impressed.
Interview's over.
No, it's not. What do you typically do for cardiovascular activity each week?
Each week? Well, actually, I guess it would have to just be I used to be at the gym 4 or 5 times a week, but now I'm working a lot and I'm constantly moving.
But that's good because you have to keep your body moving and the blood flowing. Anything that raises your heart rate up is cardiovascular activity.
Correct. Vacuuming, dusting, pulling laundry out, up and down the stairs. Yep.
Yep. Does your family have a history of cardiovascular diseases?
No.
No?
No.
That's good. So hopefully you guys don't need to worry about that as much as a person with that in their background.
Correct.
Do you have any idea of how you can improve your own cardiovascular health?
Yes, actually. It's by the way I eat, which I used to eat much healthier, but now I need to eat healthier. No smoking, and just getting the exercise in the heart.
That is absolutely correct. I would really like to thank you for your time.
You're so very welcome.
And I'm very impressed on the knowledge you have.
Do you know what else works?
What else?
Laughter.
Yes.
To relieve the stress in your heart and in your system.
And it's good for the soul.
and your core.
Well, I would like to thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Hello, D'Amica Santiago. I'm Paige, and I am here to interview you about the cardiovascular system. You are 22 years old and you just graduated college, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. The topic that I am doing my report on is the benefits of eating healthy foods and exercising, and how this prevents cardiovascular diseases. Great. So, I have a few questions for you. How much background knowledge do you have about the cardiovascular system?
Just the basics you learn in high school, and then classes you've taken in college.
So you know that the heart is one of the strongest working muscles in your body?
Yes.
Yes, and that it consists of different like sections and parts?
Yes.
That's very good. It's a good thing that you know that. Um What do you typically do for cardiovascular activity each week? Whether it's walking around, walking your dog, anything that will raise your heartbeat above its normal heartbeat range for at least 20 minutes counts as cardiovascular activity.
I walk the dogs at ARC where I work.
Oh.
Also our 2 dogs that are at home.
That's very good. Does your family have a history of cardiovascular diseases?
Yes, I believe they do.
Really? Do you know what they are?
Not exactly what the technical terms are for them.
Well,
but I do know our grandparents and aunts and uncles on the father's side have heart problems.
like what, like stents or a fast heartbeat or anything like that?
I believe both.
Oh, really? Well, that you do realize that puts you at a higher risk than others that don't have cardiovascular diseases.
Yes, I do.
Really, so just watch out for that.
You too.
Do you have any ideas of how you can improve your own cardiovascular health?
Do workout activities like running and cycling.
Yeah,
and
that's good.
eating healthy.
See, I'm
Fruits and
happy you said
vegetables.
that, because diets high in fat, cholesterol, and sodium all will lead up to eventually a cardiovascular disease. What does the public need to know about cardiovascular diseases and preventing it?
That it's a serious matter and they need to start now to prevent it in the future.
Yep. Did you know that like 500,000 of Americans die from heart attacks
Yes, I did know that.
and strokes? Yeah. Well, thank you, D'Amica Santiago,
You're
for your
welcome.
time. It was very nice talking to you about this topic.
Thanks.
Hello, my name is Paige Santiago. Thank you for letting me meet with you today.
You're welcome.
Your name is Salsea. You're 83 years old, right?
Yes, I am.
Today we will be talking about how the benefits of eating healthy foods and exercising will help prevent cardiovascular diseases. So I have just a couple questions for you. How much background knowledge do you have about the cardiovascular system?
Well, I have some personal knowledge since I had 2 stents. My father's brothers, most of them had some kind of heart disease, so I'm pretty aware of what's going on.
And you know that the heart is one of the strongest muscles in the body?
Yes, I do.
That's very good to know. Let's see. So your family does have a cardiovascular disease, like a history of it?
Yes, they do.
Yes? And can you repeat what they were again for me, please?
What's the diseases?
Yes.
Well, my one uncle had he died of heart failure. One had a heart attack, and one had a weak heart, weak rhythm.
Weak rhythm. Your hand is in the camera. So, does anybody have any stents in your?
Well, actually, like 2 or 3 of my cousins have stents. I have 2.
And what is a heart like a stent?
The stent is when your artery gets clogged, they put a tube through the artery to the part where it's blocked, and it's like a little spring type of a mechanism that they push through that opens up the artery
Oh, okay.
and allows the blood to flow through.
So you know that since your family has a history of cardiovascular diseases, that you're more like susceptible to also having.
Yes, I understand. Heredity has a lot to do with it.
Yes, it does. Do you have any what do you basically do during a week for cardiovascular activity, which is like working out or doing anything that will raise your heartbeat if you do it for at least 20 minutes?
Well, the regimen that you should follow, they recommend naturally a good diet, and they recommend at least 10 to 20 minutes of a brisk walk.
So do you do any of that? I know you.
I try to.
Do you swim or anything?
We have a pool and we go in the pool occasionally, yes.
That's good. And you do lots of yard work and housework.
Yes, I like to do work around the garden.
Let's see. Do you have any ideas of how you can improve your own cardiovascular health?
Well, get enough sleep, that's important.
Yes.
Don't overwork yourself. At my age, you have to be especially careful.
Yes.
No smoking, no drinking, or at least a moderate drinking. And as I said, a healthy diet.
Yes, and that's also one of my topic is how eating healthy foods and exercising will help with preventing cardiovascular diseases. So that's good that you know that. What does the public need to know about cardiovascular disease and prevention?
One of the most important things is that have a regular checkup, a stress test, or a blood test even can tell you some types of disease, because many times you are not aware of the problem until it's too late.
Yes.
And you have an attack, or
yeah.
as I did, I just passed out, and when they took me to the hospital, they took an EKG in the ambulance and found that there was a little bit of a problem with the heartbeat, so they decided to go in with what they call an angiogram, and they can check for the blockages, and they found 2 blockages.
Well, that's good that they found it. Well, that's all I have for questions today. Do you have anything you'd like to add? Or?
No, I'd just like to make sure that, especially if you have a problem, the family has a history, to get a checkup and follow the rules of good diet, good exercise, and then they should be all right.
Well, it was very nice speaking with you. Thank you for your time.
I appreciate you coming.
Your knowledge is quite beyond what others would know about. So.
Well, as I said, I'm one of the fortunate ones that happened to have the condition found out before anything serious happened.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, today we learned a lot about cardiovascular health and how eating healthy food and doing physical activity will help with preventing cardiovascular diseases. My interviewees had lots of information they shared with us and knowledge that lots of people in the world probably don't know, like how the heart is one of the strongest muscles in the body, and how if you have a healthy heart, you will be a healthy, happy person. We also learned how everybody needs to be aware of cardiovascular diseases and the risk they could be at. Your diet should be healthy and not high in fat, cholesterol, and sodium, because that is not healthy. It builds up in your arteries, and it could eventually clog it and stop them, and you don't want any blockages of your blood flowing throughout your body. We also went through different activities people could do. So if you work out and do something that will get your heart rate going a little bit above your target heart rate range, between your range, it will be good for at least 20 minutes, and that's really healthy for your heart. Also, if you do walking, swimming, aerobic exercises, dancing, any of that, that's all good for your heart. And also, like I said, eating healthy, and always get checkups with your doctors. I'm very happy our last interviewee mentioned that, because lots of people don't know that it may not be able to be caught until it's too late, and hopefully you get that taken care of. I would like to thank you for watching this broadcast about the cardiovascular diseases and everything that you learned, and I really hope that you enjoyed it.